Okay, Tanner, as a little boy, you were so into dirt, rocks, water, soccer, and trucks of any kind. As you grew up, those interests really didn't change. They just became bigger. Rocks became hunting geodes. Water became Lake Powell. Hours were spent at the dirt lot making forts or just using your imagination, building anything with anything you could find in our garage. Trucks were what you worked on, modified, or got stuck. Thank you for everyone who helped him get out of those situations, because it was usually when this one was out of town, and I'm not very good at pulling people out of the mud and snow and the canyons, and I probably don't know half of them, so. One of my favorite memories, though, of Tanner and Alyssa is their first date. Tanner had sworn off dating. He was done. He was done with first dates, second dates, and he wasn't going out any longer. He was going to just take a break. Turns out later on, I found out Alyssa had done that the same day too. She was done. She wasn't going out with anyone else. They just happened to decide to go out with each other that night. And Tanner, when he came home, was so excited. I had never heard him talk so much in his life. One of the four things that he kept saying is, "Mom, she's so hardworking. Mom, this girl, she's amazing. She works hard. Mom, she has goals. Do you know what that is? Like, she wants to do things in life. She's got goals." And he was so excited and couldn't stop talking about her, about how great she was. And I finally looked at him and said, "You've never said, is she cute? Is she cute?" And he goes, "Of course she's cute. I wouldn't date anybody not cute." So he was just so in love with her. And I appreciate all your qualities, Tanner. Your ability to work hard, your heart. You have, I said no crying. You have one of the kindest hearts I've ever met. After you started dating Alyssa, the thing that I loved most about Alyssa is she loves you guys, all of you. I felt like I knew the siblings, every single one of you, and you had no idea who I was. So the first time I met you guys, I knew so much about you, and you didn't have the slightest clue about me, but I already felt like we were family. To Jeff and Emily, she adores both of you. Many times she just sit at our house and just talk about you two and the love that you guys have for each other. And I'm hoping that they can emulate that, and you guys have been fantastic examples, so thank you. Alyssa, I look forward to many more s'mores around the fire pit, and congratulations to both of you.
Sorry. She started it. Congrats. Welcome to the family. Tanner, you're a very lucky boy. You found a good one. Tanner and I had an agreement when we first started dating. That it wasn't going to be the girl's dad that he had to worry about if he did something wrong, because the other girl's dad was going to be too slow. Thank you for treating her with respect. A funny story of Tanner dating. He took this girl out and he didn't know that I knew his father. And the dad asked him to sign a bullet. And he looked down at it and said, "This is the biggest you got?" So I run into the guy at Home Depot the next day. And he goes, "What's up with your kid?" And I said, "Well, he's been a pro staffer for a handgun company since he was 14. So Tanner has worked with me with pro staffing and handling consumers, shoots, public live fire events for handguns since he was 14, which has taught him a work ethic. It's a very dangerous thing, but I'm very proud of the man you've become. So I love you a lot. I really appreciate your work ethic and everything you've become. And I really want you to be a great father and a husband. You guys need to make sure that you include the Lord when you have children. It's very important with the day and age which we live in that they know where they came from. And there's a lot of things I wanted to say, but I don't want to take a ton of time. But as I mowed the yard today, 2 directions. This is a joke, because you would never mow the lawn 2 directions. Why Tanner lives in a condo and does not have a lawn. But a song came on that meant a lot to Brent and I. Brent was my best friend growing up. He lost him to cancer a few years back. And this is one of the hardest things I've had to do is speak at, besides Brent's funeral, and we buried a scout, and I had to speak at that funeral, so this is a very hard one for me. I apologize. But I'm going to steal the words from Chris Ledoux. Sit tall in the saddle, hold your head high, keep your eyes fixed where the trail meets the sky, live like you ain't afraid to die, don't be scared, just enjoy your ride. And congratulations to both of you. Please toast Tanner and Alyssa Bruner.
Thank you, Sarah and Todd. Now we can invite Alyssa's parents, Emily and Jeff, to come forward.
Alyssa, and Tanner, I want you to know that it's amazing to see all of you here, and thank you so much for coming and making the effort to be here and loving our family. And I just really appreciate all of you. Alyssa, I thought when I first had her, I thought I'd be teaching her a lot of things. And Alyssa has taught me way more than I could ever teach her. Like, I didn't know that 10 bottles of red fingernail paint could go on a 3-year-old's legs. I didn't know that. So thanks for teaching me that, along with Paige Boca. That was fun. I didn't know that there was no shelf too high of lotion or Vaseline that she couldn't get to and rub all over everything all the time. I didn't know that she could write an entire mural on walls in red paint. These are all great things I had no idea until I had Alyssa. She was a crazy toddler, but she was an awesome teenager, and just like Mitch said, one of the best, absolute best person to start our family. When she was in preschool, I remember sitting in a car with her, and I just wanted her to know how much I loved her. And I just kept saying to her, always remember, just always remember, no matter who's mean to you or anything else, just always remember that I love you. And also, I want you to know who you are, and that you are a child of God and you're a Jepson. I just want you to remember that. And so she jumps out of the car, and I said, always remember. And she said, I love you. And she said, who are you? And she said, a child of God and a Jepson. And we have said this. If I said that to any of my kids, they would have been saying this, that they all have gone through school. It's a tradition that she started. And she has honored the name of a Jepson. And I am so grateful that she's now adding to that name, and that she is taking on a name of a Bruner. It was so fun to get to know this amazing family, and to have Tanner be the very, very best man for her. And it's been so awesome to watch you guys grow together, and I'm just so grateful for everyone that made both of you who you are, because I didn't do this most of you did this. So I'm very proud and I'm very grateful and I love you both. Oh, and then there's also one person that just needs to say something really quick. Go ahead.
Hey Alyssa, it's Michaela. Congratulations to you and Tanner for getting married. Can't believe you guys are getting married without me. It's okay though, I forgive you. I'm so excited for you guys, and I just think back to when we were younger and growing up and all of the plays that we would put on and everything. And I'm excited for Tanner and you to take this next step in your life. I wish you guys the best of luck, and Tanner, please take care of my cousin. If not, I know where you live. Love you guys so much, and I wish I was there. Congratulations.
That's Michaela Jetson. It's Alyssa's closest cousin. She's on a mission in the Colorado North Denver mission. So.
All right. Thanks for coming. I have some really good friends that have come here. We go out on a lot of double dates and stuff with them, and they've always been good about splitting the check. So, just a second.
He's way older.
Okay. Hay fever. I'm not a big fan of sharing things that are close to me with lots of people, and Alyssa's close to me. So when Alyssa was little, Emily had just started working, doing beauty. She just graduated from beauty school, and so Alyssa and I, we had a lot of time when she was little to spend together. I tended her and things, and she had to absorb a lot of. I didn't know how to do hair. Now she was just little, but when we would go visit Emily a lot, she would redo her hair, and we went and did a lot. And we got to be really close. Played a lot of games together. We used to watch Beauty and the Beast a lot, and we would act out the part, where the Beast comes and they dance and that whole thing. And so anyway, but she has been the perfect oldest sibling. She just set a great example for these kids. These guys talked a little bit about some of the traditions that she still sticks to, and her family's important to her. I mean, I remember when they were young, we would go out to eat, and Mitch, he would not order anything except what Alyssa ordered. And he would always we'd say, "What do you want, Mitch?" He said, "I don't know, what does Alyssa want?" And we were trying to get him to think for himself. We were like, "Mitch." So one day I said, "Mitch, let's just pretend that Alyssa's not here. What would you get?" And he goes, "I would call Alyssa and ask her what she was getting." So, I don't want, we already kind of had a moment before the wedding, so we don't need to get into a lot of that stuff. But I will tell you that I'm really proud of Alyssa, and she has chose a great guy. I have been so impressed with Tanner. His family's important to him, and he has adopted our family and my boys and my youngest daughter, just like they're part of his own family. And he's been really good with Emily, and he loves Emily and the whole family. And I've just been very, very impressed with him. You guys just did a great job. I don't know how long you guys have been dating, but these guys, we were driving Alyssa down, or we were going down to Las Vegas to move her, and our car broke down, and he drove and with Emily's dad, and drove them all the way to Vegas. And you guys have only been dating not very long. And I was like, who's this guy that does this? So anyway, but I guess that's how you get married before you're 29. So, yeah, they've already covered how she got into everything. So, anyway,
We didn't compare notes.
lastly, I just want to tell this, I love you, sweetheart. Okay? They talked a little bit about the ceremony, her driving. And she's never been a good driver. And a couple months ago, I told her she had to start paying for her share of the auto insurance. I thought Tanner was going to have a heart attack. And she's been driving a little more careful now. But the other day, just like 2 days ago, she came to our house for the wedding, and her brakes were just grinding. And I just said, honey, that's like the rotors. That's not even the brake pads. She goes, oh, no, it's fine. It's been doing that for months. And she told Emily, when it gets too loud, I just turn up the radio. And so, anyway, but thank you for coming. We love you. You've been just a great oldest daughter. And Tanner, we're happy to have you in the family. So, thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. We are now moving on to the cake cutting portion of the evening. So we're going to invite the bride and groom to come up and